Hello, everyone. Yeah, lazy Sunday afternoon. Let's take a look at this. Wait, well, hold on. Nope. Got to make sure this is running at double speed. This is about maybe 4 hours worth of work. So we're gonna boost this up to about no friend micro. Don't think we have a problem. Anyway, hello, Alter. Yeah, I'm gonna be kind of walking around the facility while I do some chores. That way I got you on my phone. I can answer any questions you guys have. And that way I feel like while doing some chores I also get something else done. Anyway, this is interesting because you're going to basically be seeing me redraw the same thing twice. I came up with this really what I think was a pretty dynamic pose of this is again the final for the Clarabelle series or the DJ series and the Disney DJ Girl series. Keep changing the title, but in this one it's supposed to be Clarabelle to go along with the Minnie and the Daisy, and this was a set of commissions. Came up with this pose. Really was actually in love with it, and the commissioner, bless their heart, they actually wanted something a little different. And that happens. That happens, and what you have to do is then go through and sort of alter things around. So basically, I have this old sketch. Maybe I could like redo it, or at least ink it, close it back up. Oh yeah, Alter, you said I had to take my car to the shop. Now I have to wait till tomorrow to get it back. Because the dealership, of course, the dealership is closed on Sundays. Oh shit, I'm sorry, man. That's right, you're trans. Yeah, that's always not your transmission. Shit, that has connotations now. I didn't mean it in like any derogatory thing. Like, of course you took your car in. You're trans. So yeah, anyway, this is just gonna be, you're gonna just see something interesting. Something that usually actually doesn't happen. At least not to me. Usually, get when I'm commissioning, I get a lot of people that like either like give me free reign or pretty much like what's kind of delivered to them in the first place. Oh, Mom's bringing over strawberry shortcake. Cool. Ready? Oh, I'm actually getting ready for her visit tonight. We're gonna have guests over. I think I'll be able to stream tonight. Couldn't last night because something came up, but hey, Mom's bringing over some strawberry shortcake tonight. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't need to make dessert then. There we go. I better actually start cleaning up. I'll put you guys on my phone. Hey, Arcade, how's it going? Hey, Cage. We couldn't pick it up yesterday because of visit and sister. Yeah, I hear that. My channel, and there we go. And I can see all your lovely questions. Ah, damn it, Tenmu. And what's really good about this wireless setup is because it has a dedicated Bluetooth connection to the little receiver. It's actually just pretty decent. My brother-in-law a copy of Gardens. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I have to say I really did enjoy that let's play through that Melanie did. it's weird. I like the sort of the movie universe. I like the in-game universes that the video games have created more than I like the MCU. Maybe it's because they're disconnected stories, and I find that a little bit better. Also, they take longer than just a 1-hour movie. You can actually explore the characters and their themes and all that stuff. Although I think there's a 1-hour cut of all the cutscenes. Like maybe a 2-hour cut of all the cutscenes in the Spider-Man video game. You know, minus all the little side trips. Cleaning up the bathroom right now, which is probably just needed to be done even if we didn't have any guests. Always good to clean up this place about once a week. The Telltale game or the other game? Yeah, I think he's talking about the PS4 version. Oh, yeah. What's up with the Disney illusions? I heard, I saw the art style. Very sort of European. I think I've seen that style actually somewhere before. Can't quite place it. But like, what's the gimmick? Is it like just like a Rayman clone? Yeah, it's a platformer, but is it like just like a straight Rayman where you just kind of run through the stage and try to get stuff done? Mhm. Scrubbing bubbles. Now with chicken. Platforming, I think so. It's still early, but basic. Oh, okay. Do the different characters have different powers? I assume. Gotta figure out where that art style is from. Maybe I've seen it in a comic somewhere. Also, the same team did Battletoads. Okay, maybe. But I remember the Battletoads being a little bit. Yeah, maybe. Remember they did something funny with the Battletoads' eyes. Can't quite place it, but I don't think this one's a little bit more. You would almost describe it as My Life as a Teenage Robot style. Wait, am I thinking of? No. I might be thinking of either the new Magoo cartoon that Zalem put out, or the new Chip and Dale cartoon that they also put out. Like I said, I was kind of very happy with the way this pose turned out. But the other one's okay too. The biggest change is that later on you'll see is that the commissioner wanted to include the lips that were. I was going for like a Three Musketeers version of the character, and or at least that one like barely a movie. It was like barely an hour long, or even under an hour. I was going off of that model and a few others, and then they wanted the Clarabelle from the House of Mouse design. Lips, which was interesting. Yeah, Cap? Oh, okay. Where'd you get that one? Mine. Okay. Yeah, I still got mine. I don't know about that. Oh, okay. Are you going to be okay? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Be careful. I'm still cleaning the bathroom. Hey, Condor. How's it going? Sorry if I'm later than expected. I don't know what you mean. I have no schedule for these. Although I'd like to make one. I'm getting a little flustered about some of the working schedule that I have, but can't do anything about it. I mean, I can just put a little extra work into stuff, but I don't know. We just got to work where we've got to work. Again, that's why I was like, I'm just going to be cleaning the bathroom and cleaning up the bedroom. I won't be vacuuming or anything. Might as well put on the Artcast so I can talk to you guys. Yeah. Speaking, I remember my young sister liking Mickey Mouse on Goofy Disney magazine. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, probably that one, Disney Adventures. They've had a lot of comics. Like they tried to start one off in the 80s and then at the beginning of the 90s, just like a straight up Mickey Mouse comics revival. Europe has a ton of them because Europe just loves Mickey Mouse, but they've also had sort of carte blanche to do whatever they wanted with the characters. Like Donald Duck's a superhero, and like half the ducks in his comic book are like slinky supermodels. Also, he may or may not be from the future. I don't know. Or caught in the future, but Daisy's also there. I don't. I'm. The weirdest one was like Mickey Mouse's Mirror World, where Mickey went into this alternate universe where there was another Minnie, but her name was Manny and she was white instead of black. And Goofy was a werewolf, and then Donald didn't even appear. What to do now? But anyway, I just always thought that was really weird. Like, there's another Minnie, and her name is Manny. And Goofy's a werewolf for some reason. And yeah, like I said, I'm familiar with a run of comics that they tried to get started in the 90s that were just basically just straight up Mickey Mouse. One of the villains was a penguin who wanted to freeze. Did they live in Duckburg? I don't know. The Donald Duck superhero was called PK. He got a PS2 game. Oh, yeah. Wait, you can't be serious. They had Rob Paulson voicing Donald Duck? Over the Epic Mini opening. Maybe they tried to pass him off as like a totally different character. Opening with... Yen Sid. I don't... Yeah, that's almost like it. Wait, was Yen Sid there in the comic? I can't remember. I may be mixing up Epic Makey and Kingdom Hearts and this one comic. Epic Mickey first premiered. I was working at Best Buy at the time. And for some reason, I had a PS2. So it must have premiered on the Xbox, right? Because I was sitting there and I was like, oh man, I can't play that. But I remember there wasn't a demo. We didn't have a demo for it, but we had a trailer for it that played over and over again. That also premiered while I was working at Best Buy. That and Fable 2. There's just some memories that are unlocking right now. Just like being bored and just kind of staring at like the covers that they have, or like being on break and just looking through all the... Epic Mickey was on the Wii? I guess I just never played it then. I just realized Carl Blanks is like the inverse Ken Penders. Both created love and respect characters fixated on one particular species of animal. Well, but Ken Penders is not like... Ken Penders like went nuts and tried to make the whole series about his little fan character thing that has to now be completely divorced from like Sonic the Hedgehog, and also like ruined like that Sonic the Hedgehog's run. Might as well have just relaunched it. They tried to keep it going after like whatever the universe restarting or whatever, which, you know, good try, points for effort, but like they should have just restarted the whole thing. turned the thing off. I had to go, and I could turn the mic off and on. That's cool. So if there's like there's a certain conversation I don't want you guys hearing, I could just plop it off. That's awesome. I had to check on the ribs. We're having ribs tonight. Crock-pot style, which is something I'm getting used to. I usually like to cook it in the oven, broil it, but it's too freaking hot for that shit. Okay, gotta scrub the toilet, and then the bathroom will be done. I had them marinating all day yesterday because I bought them in a pack of 2, and we just need about 1 to feed us. So I unfroze them, separated, froze the other rack, put that back in the freezer, and then while I had this one out, I just figured I might as well marinate it all night to make it nice and tender for Grandma. And then I put some of my rub on it, and then put some barbecue sauce on top, and then tossed it into the crock pot. I got to remind myself to actually rotate them, because one's sitting at the bottom and the other 2 are sitting at the top. I don't want to waterlog the whole thing. I'm going to rotate them. Anyway, should be pretty tender meat for everybody. I was going to say, that's probably why marinating started happening. It's like once that first caveman hit like age 40, he's probably like, oh my god, I need something to... And like... can we like soak this in water or something? Like, and then they found out about vinegar and then other stuff. Come on. Go. Hello, Michael. What the hell is the deal with echidnas? Oh, you mean like their weird reproductive organ? Yeah. I thought you were going to say, what the hell is Kin's burn? Wait a minute. If male echidnas have 4 penises, how many whatsits do female echidnas have? Actually, yeah. You always hear about the male echidnas, and they're bragging. Let's see. Going pretty good. Doing some doing chores, cleaning up the bathroom, and I'm gonna start cleaning up the bedrooms. I made Grandma's bed. Let's see. She's kind of fiddling out with the backyard, but that's okay. She'll be fine. Let's see. Female echid. Yeah, female echidnas, and then auto-completed Sonic the Hedgehog. No, we just want... Echidnas love trains? No. Female echidna reproductive system. There we go. They have eggs. Oh, they have a cloaca. The animals with a cloaca. Interesting. Oh, and it turns out like 2 out of the 4 Echidna penises are actually worthless. One urinates, one inseminates, and the other two are just vesticular. I think. That's interesting. Wolf? Yeah, it's got a cloaca and it lays eggs and it's a mammal. It's related to like the platypus. Platypuses are also weird, like what with their venomous prongs or barbs, and they just secrete milk. And scientists don't know why. What does blue mean? What does blue mean? Now, does Perry the platypus Candace leaked milk when she went into Perry's body in that one episode where they switched bodies. But like, does that imply that Perry was always a female? Or can males do it? Huh. It reminds me of that rhino laying eggs joke in The Simpsons. Yeah, those shorts are great. Also, Chicken Nugget. Show of hands. Who also watches that, the nature shorts, and also Chicken Nugget? I was a little surprised when Werewolf said that they don't like those shorts. I'm on a walk with my my Switch, but not my main sketchbook. Oh well. Yeah, the male seahorses give birth. You think it's just all about sweating milk? Okay, that's fine. Okay, bathroom is done. I don't know when she's coming over, but I better do my hair. That's what happens when you're raised by a hairdresser. When your mother's a hairdresser, that she'll come over and your hair's not combed. It'll be the first thing she notices. And then she'll want to actually comb it for you. He says that should be the first thing you do when you get up, is get yourself ready. The mirror setup, nice and clean. It's funny, it's like the shoemaker's son, except the exact opposite. Old Spice swagger. There we go. And bathroom is done. I gotta move some of my stuff out. My bedroom here over at Grandma's is the guest bedroom. So I always gotta like clean up and move my stuff out of the way. Oh, also remember in the critic, penguins can't fly joke. Yeah, well, I mean, it's like penguins can't fly. I mean, obviously he's a pilot, and the joke is penguins can't fly, which means that I don't know. I'm thinking about the logic and explaining it doesn't make it funny, but I guess if it were like a pigeon or something. he wouldn't have freaked out about it. I'm trying to think of the guy's name now, the name of the character. I've only heard Sherman call him Dad. I don't remember the name of his mom. I'm just going to call them the critic's mom and dad. Leave Stoop has a great video on the Simpsons art style. Okay, I'll check that out. Thanks, Ape Traits. Oh, Franklin. Oh, yeah, that's right. Franklin. I remember that one joke, and I was thinking about it the other day because I forget who mentioned it. I think it was maybe someone was talking about Ross Perot. I think it was Dan on Game Grumps. He was telling another one of his old man stories, which is like he's only like maybe, I think he's 5 years older than me. Yeesh. But he was talking about Ross Perot and how for some reason Ross Perot was also a character on All That. And I think that's just because like one of the girls was short enough that they could, if they put a big nose on her and big ears, it looked funny. I always remember that Ross Perot bit during the square dance. Give it up for Ross Perot. I didn't win. Hey, I didn't win a single state. Blame it on my running mate. That's me. Just Maurice LaMarche, just like tearing it up in that series. They would like give him bits. They would write bits around his impressions. Howard Stern, they would just like keep making Howard Stern jokes. Or I guess it made sense that they would do the Orson Welles bit, since Orson Welles like is a huge thing in cinema. The joke that aged it was great. It aged the best until it aged poorly. It did the portrait of what do you call it? What's that one guy? The portrait of Dorian Gray. It like immediately pulled that because it was the one joke where Prince Charles was like kicked out. And one of the thugs, I don't know where he was kicked out, a school or something. And one of the thugs goes, "Who died and made you king?" And he just sniffs and goes, "Nobody." Again, that aged like Dorian Gray, and that it held up super good until the second that it didn't. And then it just immediately like disintegrated. What's she doing? She's renting off the patio, but it's gonna like rain in a little bit. Oh well, let her do what she wants. I don't know that Robin was in that movie. Danny DeVito directed that movie. And the Cuban girl looked like Stephen Connie. Oh yeah, that was a weird coincidence. but she was Cuban, and I assume that Connie was Indian. I think. I can't. Yeah, you can unsee it. No, that happens. Anyone remember watch here the real James video on Herb Powell? No, actually, real James. I'm not actually sure if I know them. Oh yeah, I've started on the second commission. Again, it doesn't happen a lot, but it will happen. If you're getting into commissions, sometimes the commissioner will just be like, nope, that's not what I had in my head. Which is really important. Usually I'm pretty good about like asking leading questions like, what do you want? How do you want? I've had a couple of commissions from this commissioner before, and they've always been sort of like, do whatever. Or they've had like minor changes. But you know what? Fine. If you're gonna do that, just like ask like big questions, or feel them out. Be like, what do you have a certain pose actually in mind? Real James does Simpsons content. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Wait, Connie's last name was Mara Swarn. Okay, I can't read that. Oh wait, maybe I have seen him. Maybe I have seen some of his content. Does his like Simpsona have glasses and everything? The hell is this? Okay, that's the receipt. I don't need that. Okay, she's still dicking around out there. That's fine. No, hold on. I'm still running around. I'm outside in the garage right now. His icon is Yoshi sleeping. Okay, then maybe I don't know who that is. Any thoughts on the new Tiny Toons opening? It's okay. I'm not going to get my hopes up too high. I don't know about the whole going to college angle. I just don't know. And apparently, are they or are they not siblings? Fine. At some point, you should have just like made a new series. I think. Thoughts on the new Futurama? Again, haven't watched it. I've been crowded, you guys. Like last week, I just spent the whole day. Like it was literally, I got out of church, got grandma home, traded with mom, so she could spend the night here, and I spent all night over at mom's house getting unclogging her pipes because they got clogged up again. Don't know with what. Probably just build up from the first time I undid it. Let's see. Who the hell sent me these texts? Is that Mark? It's just some guy who looks like Mark. It was just a political thing. Mark's my cousin, by the way, a distant cousin. The Democrats are begging for money again. Is Minerva Mink in the new? You know what? That would be pretty good if they did. That would be a twist or a shift. I kind of like the idea of the original Looney Tunes gang being a little bit more involved in their education. And I hope it's better than what they did with Buster and Bugs in the first one. Buster was such a lame-o. He had to be told what to do by Bugs. Babs was always on point. She had her own style, which was like stand-up, like impression comedy. And she ran circles around Taz in that one cartoon. The walls at the mall are like totally tall. But also, Tress MacNeille is not coming back because she is old now. Sorry. Actually, she did a great job as Dot. I just don't know why. I don't know why they didn't like bring her back. And I guess they're also not bringing back the original voice of. There's just too much iffy stuff about it. I'm just not like I'm not super into. You know, I'm not super hyped for it. And there's even with the writer's strike going on. By the way, support that. Even with like the writers and the actors strike going on, like there's so much content still. Like I still haven't watched. I watched the first 2 episodes of Superman, and apparently shit's going down because like the internet blew up. Like I could always rewatch old classics. There's just way too much stuff to just do. With one of the problems with the advent of streaming, and the reason why that all the corpos are dialing back is because they burnt themselves out on everything. Like heck, even Disney. Like good for Elemental, turning it out, but like I heard that Secret Invasion was just like completely pointless. Furball and Babs were my favorite. Yeah, Furball was pretty good. Does anyone watch the new adventure? I had that spoiled for me. Had it spoiled on Twitter. So, I mean, sure, I'll watch the rest of it. It looks like it's pretty good. But I had the big ending spoiled. So, but I'm not going to do that here. Are we talking about the new Tiny Toons? Yeah. But there's really growing deeper appreciation for chattatars. For characters like Isis and Peg from group. Peg was always popular. Isis Vanderchill, if she becomes a little bit more popular, then that's good. This lane doesn't qualify as a short. I mean, not a short stack. I don't know why I went to short stack. Tomboy. Kinda, compared to Clark. Let's see. I'm going to throw this back in here. I don't need half these wires sitting out here. Oh, I don't know who spoiled it. It was just on Twitter. It was a video. It started auto playing. Just some random. I had Twitter. I installed Twitter on my phone. I don't know why. For like a week, and then I uninstalled it. Oh wait, I know why. Because I was trying to keep track of commissions. Some people were commissioning me, and it looked like Twitter was about to fall the hell apart, like it does every day. And so, but I under the For You tab, I have that blocked on my PC. I have the extension. It's also probably why the little blue the blue bird hasn't been replaced with the X on my desktop. But on the phone, they'll just like switch over to the For You tab, which is always like, hey, you should check all these right-wing assholes out. And be sure to follow Musk. What a dork. I'm trying to finish up the review of Plantasm, the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie, and put up a side-eye review of that. And there's a character that just fits him to a T. Okay. 2 cameras. They will sit here. She will not touch those. Do extension cords. No, I mean Twitter. I'm always going to call it Twitter. Was it Venture or Superman that was spoiled for you? Both. Both, of course. Well, not spoiled. I mean, I've still got to watch the what Superman thing. Like, that's not a spoiler. What happened in it? And if you haven't seen it, then I'm not going to spoil it for you. But like, when you think about what who Lois is as a character, and you think about what she did, then it totally makes sense. Like, she's actually done it before in movies and in shows and in the comic books. To have people bitch about it now is like stupid. Let's see. Oh, I should put this on my... Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. This one, or is it this one? I found some damage-free hanging tabs. Those are too thick. I'm going to use these. Oh, cool! Bill Lamar's coming to your convention. Nice. So anyway, the commissioner that they wanted a little bit more of this pose with both of her hands on her headphones. They really like the idea of oversized headphones. Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on. Get off. Not you. Just something I'm working on. And yeah. There we go. Do that for later. There's the other thing. Okay, good. Funny, in 1 week is coming to my hometown. Guest star Don Blunt. Tom Kenny. Cool. And God of War. Oh, the cast of God of War 2018. That's a pretty good setup. That's a pretty good setup. I was just thinking about God of War the other day. It's like wondering when it was going to be on sale, or maybe at least added to the PSN. I've got more games than I can think of to play. Go, that's good. That's good. I'll keep my disc from falling down. Don Bluth. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I was wondering who... I was just kind of shaking my head and being like, okay, Don Blunt. Someone. Don Bluth, that's a good get, too. He had a university here. Or maybe he still does. I think it's more of like an online or a seminar. Don't know if it's accredited or not, but he's got like a class out here. Throw that out. Empty the garbage as soon as I get done. I have a digital code for God of War, but it's for the PS5. If you had one, will it work on the PS4? And is it God of War 2? I actually own God of War. That's one of the first games I bought when I decided to start streaming. Because I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I love the story. What happened with the Dragon's Lair movie? I don't know. Probably fell through. Like a bunch of other stuff. I was on Twitter on the PC, and there was this big thread about Prince of Darkness, the John Carpenter movie, and they were talking about like just all his ups and downs and how that was like a really underappreciated movie, which it was. I remember seeing that on Sci-Fi Channel for the first time and being like really like it made a real big impression on me. It's one of the first things I started thinking about when I got into college and then just started reading, like dipping my toe into H.P. Lovecraft. Because, everything has been like so directly inspired by that work. I was like looking at it and thinking like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what, this is in that, that's in this. Like some of Ghostbusters, like a little bit of Ghostbusters, like started making a lot more sense to me. Just the idea of like studying the supernatural and everything. But anyway, getting back to Carpenter and Prince of Darkness, they were telling this story about how he developed tons of script because there was sort of a drought between Prince of Darkness and Mouth of Madness. And just about how he had like developed and sold a bunch of scripts, but like nothing came of it. Kind of died on the vine. It came with the PS5 I bought, but I have no idea if it'll work on PS4. Yeah, Underwolf, I would actually like that. I would also be willing to maybe trade you a commission for it. If you got it. Unless you want to play it. Why aren't you playing it? It's a good game. And just to clarify, it is God of War 2, right? Ragnarok? Because again, I have that one. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I would I would set up some sort of barter system with you, like a commission for that. Both a PS4 and a PS5 version. PS4 will stick around for a little. This might be like the last year when they're starting to wing people off, especially with that Spider-Man game. I think that's the one where they really want to like. They've either decided like either the team, Insomniac was like, okay, we can't fit all of what we want to put onto the into the game onto the PS4. We could at one time, but we've added more stuff, and we can't do that. Or PlayStation has taken the initiative and said, no, this is our cutoff point. This is going to get a bunch of people to buy PS5s. Because Ratchet and Clank helped, but didn't do it as much as we hoped it would. I haven't even opened my PS5. I've had it for months. Between work and looking for a better job, all my free time is doing. Well, then you hold on to it. Like, players? Yeah, I was actually pretty big into. Yeah. We'll do. I'll DM you, but like, why don't you hold on to it? I mean, the game's good. Don't be slinging stuff off of me that you might want to actually enjoy. I know that you'll have a good time with it. Slayer style. Yeah, let's see. There was a point in college where I was like that was like my go-to because they had all the books or the specials, not the books, not the mainline stories. I don't know what you call them, but I had like the special books that were just a collection of like short stories. Like one story where Lena had to go and deal with an imposter, or like not an imposter, but like someone with like a different spelling of their name or something. And one where they like had to help a necromancer get over her fear of dead bodies. We'll DM and we'll say. I don't know. When did you get that? Sometimes those codes go bad. At least I know that sometimes they go bad with what do you call it? Fanatical Steam codes. I guess if it were a PS4 code, those stay good. PS5. Theirs is it's like a good like lighthearted sort of comedy anime, and I just really liked the style. I really gravitated towards that. It seemed like cartoony and accessible to me, which is why I kind of had that on hand. Before you had like things like you had to like clip magazine stuff. You had to either collect comics to figure out what art style you liked, collect manga to figure out what art style you liked, clip magazines, and the internet was just kind of becoming sort of mainstream in like a way that was accessible to everybody. Like there was still somewhat of a stigma left over from the 90s. But then things like YouTube and Twitter were popping up. God, remember World News? World News went after Twitter way before it was even a thing. I got Twitter because when I started making videos, I needed another. I was hearing about this platform where you could just throw that out. I think after this stream, I'm going to watch Prince of Darkness. Okay, yeah, go ahead. It's it's very atmospheric. There's a lot of like really good scares, but it's a thinker, because also there's a lot of like people like sitting around tables or hunched around computers. It's spooky once all those ideas are like processed in your head, like what's going on. At some point, he talks through a computer and says, "Your god plutonium will not save you," and that was implying that not even nuclear bombs can like stop me. The plutonium bomb. I think did the nerd do a video on it? I know someone did. Oh, so you should also just check out Scaredy Cats. That's what Thought Slime. They had that. That's their side channel, and it's real good. They did a really good follow-up video too. I don't care for like Reanimator. I don't like the 80s Reanimator. It's like too gushy, and the main character, I was going to say hero, but the main character is just like too much of a dickbag. I understand why people like it, but I don't. But they did a great video about Bride of Reanimator recently, which I find to be a little bit more of a palatable movie. I don't know why. It's just as scummy because it's got like a vat of ooze in it. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll take you up on that. Oh, wait, I know why that movie probably didn't take off. Because it sort of implies that Jesus was an alien. Maybe. Probably like boycotted it off of just like the sheer audacity. What with it being Reagan's America and all. Melanie do more game reviews. She really should, though. Last time I was watching videos from this really amusing Canadian YouTuber called Curtis Connor. Never heard of them. Look into it. Making my bed. Making my bed. Are you starting to ink her, or am I still drawing her? Hold on, I'm going to see if this is actually, if I have it, the speed doubled up. because I gotta draw her, and then also, yeah, we're inking. Okay, my feed on my phone is slow. I was gonna say we have another hour of this, but if I were still drawing her, then I wouldn't have gotten to that point. Well, it's just syrup. Water talk. People add way too much power drink mix or snow cone syrup into water. Then that's just the syrup. Okay, this is going to be my pillow for tonight. My pillow. My. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Microphone fell off its thing. There we go. Ugh, I'm trying to think about that. Although, yeah, the best part about snow cones is getting it all the way down and just drinking the syrup. But by that time, you've earned it. It's your treat. It's your claim. It's your conquest. And I'll take this blanket and this pillow for when I sleep on the couch. Ugh. Oh, I saw that that clip on Twitter about the family who dunked put what did they do? It was like 6 McDonald's ice cream cones, and they put them upside down in a tray, and they crushed it up with like cookies and sprinkles. Ugh. Speaking of a Sonic artist, I forget his name, John Gray. John, he goes by John. His name's John, Jon. And he did a run of Sonic the Hedgehog that I really enjoyed, with like really, really unique art styles. But his Twitter's always a treat because he'll always like seek those out, the weird food stuff, and he'll always tweet it with like, "Y'all come eat." It's always the same. Oh, hold on a second. I'm getting a phone call, so I'm gonna mute you guys. We moved them from a bigger vase into a smaller one, but they look good. Yeah. Mm. Oh. Okay, you got it. I got the ribs on. Yeah. Oh, those fingerlings? Okay, that sounds wonderful. And they're sweet too. Okay, that's good. Love you too. See you in a bit. Bye. Okay. Just had to it's tonight. There we go. Fingerling potatoes. Now I'm thinking of the bit from my brother and me. Roscoe the Potato Man. This is Yukon Gold. Okay, hold on. Making a text. Okay. Ugh. Have you tried this stuff called water? It's really good. Okay. No, I was talking to my mom. She's bringing over fingerling potatoes. You know, those little mini one potatoes that are all different colors and everything. I don't know if they're all the same species or they're just like leftover potatoes from crops that didn't come in. Okay, let's see. And this is my room's almost looking presentable. Let's see. This will go up here. Make sure there's nothing in my bag. Put it in the closet. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Keep that out. Throw this back in here. Throw all this over here. That'll be fine. She won't be able to screw around with that. Very good. I'm going to leave my one. Now I better move this too. There we go. Plop, flippity, plop, plop, plow. No, 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 no. Drop some stuff. Okay, here we go. Okay, where are we at now? We are doing pretty good. We're getting the inking done right away. I like you guys. Arcade. I like you well enough. I love you. I love you too. What's up, Matt? How's it going? Did anyone answer back about the fingerling potatoes? Nope, you're just talking about mangas. What are you talking about? Izuki. But okay. You gonna lay down in there? Are you gonna lay down in there?
You gonna go somewhere?
No, I'll be here.
When is she gonna?
Oh, I don't know. After you lay down. So this afternoon, well, she won't have anything to do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Cap? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's about to rain. I don't. Well, yeah. Look at the clouds. Well, then she'll realize it when she comes. She'll realize it when she comes here.
Keep my mouth shut. I want her to stay there. She don't want
To be out for your party.
Huh?
She wants to be out for your birthday party.
I know, but shit, that's gonna last for an hour. It's gonna burn down.
Well, she won't leave the chair.
She can always lay in the bed.
Yep.
What you gonna do, hon?
Oh, I'm gonna finish up this thing, and then I'm gonna. Yep. We got barbecue sauce. It's all set up. We've got a choice between honey, regular, or teriyaki. Yum 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 yum. Yeah. Mom's bringing fingerlings. She's also bringing fingerling potatoes.
Huh?
She's also bringing fingerling potatoes. Mom is.
Oh, she's bringing potatoes?
Fingerling potatoes. These little small ones. They're really sweet and good. You'll like them.
We won't make it with potatoes?
No, not really. Or we will after when she brings them over. Which one? Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I know. Sorry, guys. Running around doing my chores. Doing my grandsonly duties. Yeah. Yeah, Cap? It's not dead. It's just a little droopy. Okay. All right. Here you go. Not now. Yeah, they're getting water. Well, yeah, at night and the morning. They can't process it. She's worried about the plants, but we've also got like cactuses. Like there's stories from our botanical gardens in Arizona, which has a pretty famous botanical garden, and they're dying. Yeah? She's doing good. Yeah, she's doing fine. Yeah, she's getting ready for that. Yeah, that is good. Okay, there we go. She's just worried about the plants in the backyard, but they're all doing fine. I've got the water up on them. Now we've got stories of just like cactuses rotting from the inside out. Here, let me just bring it up. Let me bring up the story. Here is botanical gardens, cactus dying. From 32 minutes ago, record-breaking stretch of heat is breaking cactuses all over the state. It's killing off all the cactuses. Fall to the ground and die. Which makes you think, how the hell are we going to survive this? Pictures all over it. So we're keeping the plants watered, but like they have to metastasize it first, or they get plenty of it and they just kind of boil. Like that, the wet bulb. You guys remember the wet bulb story from a few weeks back about how in Florida, like moving up from Florida and all the way into Mississippi and everything, about how it basically was just so hot, the humidity was just so high that if you happen to go out, then you might end up actually just like boiling in your own juices because your sweat can't evaporate and take the heat off your body. Pyramid. I got into an argument with a dumbass who told me like the heat can't bother humans. Humans are way hotter on the inside of their bodies, and then said sweating doesn't cool you down, or evaporation from the sweat doesn't cool you down. The sweat itself. It keeps your body cold. Like, oh wait, the hot sweat the sweat that came out of my hot body is somehow cooler inside my body than on the outside. And then I linked him a video from Beekman's World, a show I watched when I was 5 years old. He blocked me. That just explained in the most basic like understanding about how dynamics work. And he may or may not have had Patriot and Father of Blank in his profile, so I can't tell if they're like actual people or if they're just trolling at this point. But anyway, yeah, it's bad news for us. Although we've got some saguaros here up on our mountainside, and they're looking okay. But also not connected to anything. They're just wild cactuses. They're all just on the mountainside. Um, Maybe if they get too much water from like an irrigation, well, no. God, if anything's going to know how to take care of plants, it's going to be a botanical garden, right? Yeah, I see one up on the hill, and it it yellowed and died. It actually fell. The other one's doing okay. There's like one on the hillside that just kind of fell over. It's on the ground right now. Okay. Oh boy. But you know what? They do have a natural life cycle. Sometimes they just do get old, or they get too heavy to support themselves, or one of their arms falls off. But that's clearly not what's happening right now. Hey Malcolm. I'm curious if I saw the film Unicorn Wars. Um, I know enough about it. I've seen the short that the movie is based off of, and I am aware of what was it, Bird Boy and the Forgotten Children, or something like that. Yeah, I got to check that out. The idea is that it's Care Bears, kinda, but with like a morbid twist. The Blue Bear is apparently a piece of shit. Rat Boy. But is it Rat? Is it Rat Boy and the Forgotten Children? Like, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Yeah. I've mixed up the ribs. The bedroom's all taken care of, so I think we're pretty good. I'm just gonna sit here and chill with you guys for a little bit, wait for the stream to end, and then maybe work on something else. Uh, it looks like it might be. Could forget about dear Rat Boy. Oh, here's something I installed and took a look at. I took a look at, and I was just thinking about this clip because of I was thinking about the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, the one where Bart meets his evil twin, or so. It was, let's see, what am I trying to think of? Well, I mean, the game is Pokemon Fusion or Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Werewolf dropped it on us, just title dropped and was like, "Hey, why don't you play this?" And I was like, "Okay." And then I don't know about a Nuzlocke. Maybe I will. I don't usually like Nuzlocks, but that seems appropriate for this one. It's a game where they actually built a fan game where you can like fuse all of the Pokemon together. Not all of them, but like any two. And I was just thinking of a Rattata and a Pidgey. It's like, look, I made a pigeon rat. And it can't do anything. Tries to fly away, lands on a in its mouse hole. Hey Chad, I brought my Pokemon package in my life. Brought my Pokemon, bought my first Pokemon package in my life. Guess what Pokemon I got? Well, what'd you get? What's a Pokemon package? Speaking of Treehouse of Horror, I had a comic strip idea lying around segment called Presented by Imperatives. Oh, okay. Cool. Dorio, is that the one where like all the characters wear weird masks? EB, how you doing? Think of that's not right, but I always think about KB Toys. Package of cards. I opened it. First time it was the bunny. Oh, cool. La bunny. Lop bunny. That's the one where looks like they're wearing boots or something. I'll throw that back. Yeah, I'll buy this. Oh yeah, it is looking pretty good. Got to do some shading on it. Um, Here, let me just look up what Dororo is. Oh, I actually the Dororo or Roro. No, this is something different. Osamu Tezuki. Okay. He's just got a shit ton of things under his belt. A Ronin and a young orphan thief. From a ghostly voice of a curse that had been set upon him by birth, that by killing the demons responsible, he could reclaim the stolen pieces of his body and thus regain his humanity. Oh, okay. Oh, they came up with that in like the 19. Well, I guess so. Gotten a Lumpani as a commission? No, not yet. Not yet. Is it like a cool. Like, what was its rarity? Is it a common? Is it an uncommon? I forget what they were. Uncommon, rare, and then holographic or whatever. Common, uncommon, rare, and super rare. Yep. Okay, that's it. Apparently, Pokemon, the card game, got a big revival during the pandemic. I don't know why. Uh, Especially since, like, shit, it should just be the online games that got real popular. Cards blew up because of Logan Paul. Ugh, gross. What did he do? I assume he just bought a bunch, but like shit. People were buying them during lockdown. I guess it's because it was a comfort thing. Oh no, I remember. There, you're right. There wasn't. It wasn't that. There was also a huge like speculation problem. Like people thought they could invest in them. What is it with Pauls? The only Paul I trust is from Llamas with Hats, and to a lesser extent that one weird ape at the end of the one-eyed ape at the end of all the oh god, what am I trying to think of? Jimmy Neutron. Hi, I'm Paul. Yep, speculation market. Ooh, cool. He made the table out of rare Pokemons, didn't he? I don't know. I barely track that guy. I sometimes hear about when he has a fight because that's what happens. Seems like YouTubers get a little insecure and then they have to start boxing. And I'm also including some of the better ones. Like just out of the blue, Aaron, super best friends, just decided to start boxing. Same with Wooly. I'm not successful enough to like give up time to like learn how to box. I'll just stick to fixing plumbing, things that actually get stuff done. My friendly neighborhood. You know what? I don't know. I'm not usually big on those. Um, maybe. I mean, oh, you know what I do? I have I've got Resident Evil, the one with the family, and I've also got the Resident Evil. Damn it! I didn't want to use that. Um, I'm just waiting like 15 minutes. I'm playing Gungeon while I talk to you guys. Um, also looking up Nerd and Jock on the internet. What was I gonna say? I've got that Resident Evil game, and I've also got The Village, which seems like it would be right up my alley, since it's so crazy with all its monsters and everything. It's less like survival horror, more just like action adventure. Oh, I gotta look at that first. Also thinking about waiting till Halloween to do it. And I'm dead. Okay, I just had a real shitty run. Okay, I'm gonna put that down. Enter the Gungeon is such a fun game. The next button. It's definitely a bit of YouTuber bait. Yeah, I could see that. On the other hand, let's see, who was it? Pat of Castle Super Beast. And Pat stares at. He said that the game was like really well done. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't Pat. He did play it and said he kind of liked it. It was on the Podquisition. Casey, I think she said that the voices work was really well done. They got a bunch of people who were actually like who knew how to like voice the characters, puppet characters and stuff like that. To provide all the voices and everything. Sorry, I'm listening for the other room. Um, yeah, these DJ characters, they've been interesting because you sit there and you like try to figure out like, well, okay, what's the right amount of shading and lighting? You know, clubs are really dark. So I have one problem, and that's when I put the drawing streams of I've downloaded a bunch of music. I bought some music off of Fanatical, and so far everything's working pretty good. But then when I use it in like YouTube videos, I think there's some copyright trolls who like also bought the same amount of music and just put it up on their YouTube channels and said that, oh well, this is my music, which happens surprisingly a lot of times. I've got the next time I do, or Prickly does a Let's Draw, or just like one of those, drawing things, I've got to actually look at the titles, note where they are in, because they all go by different titles. Like, look, this one, I'm looking at this one now, this one ID claim, and it's Ty Beats David Garuda type. David Garuda type beat, electronic pop dance instrumental. So that's not the name of the track. That's whoever Ty Beats are, which I'm almost certain is just like I mean, they've got a bunch of stuff. I'm almost certain. I'm wondering if they're just like just a pop-up company. They've got like 3,000 followers. Their YouTube channel is like non-existent. It just might be copyright trolls. It's really good, isn't it? Like I've got a ton of tracks. Like, but I think that was my favorite set. I've been buying from them from years. I've got like all sorts of things like ambiance, big commercial collection. This is my music folder that I've bought from them. Electronic instrumental, energetic driving music, um, feudal Japan towns. They've got music for video games, just like ambient music. And then they've got some really good stuff too. Also got track loops if you want to make your own music. But yeah, this last set has been really good. I've also been like digging this synth wave. I bought the last set I bought before this one was just like synth wave and glitch arcade. They're good too. But this last one was just like full of some real bangers. They got metal, uh they've got a lot of country stuff, country and jazz, which my collection was woefully underrepresented with, or just like chill ambient sounds. I was like really happy, but it turns out like a bunch of people just like either have like split share revenue, or, which I wouldn't mind that either. I wouldn't mind that, even though I bought a license. What you have to do, because YouTube won't let you upload a license, you have to go through and you have to manually look through and say, okay, I have the license for this music, I have the license for this music. And you got to do that with all of them, everyone that says that you use their music. And I'm looking at this, and the list is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 different artists say that I don't have a license for their music, but that's okay because they're willing to do the revenue splitting with me. Then you've got this one holdout, which is Thai Beats. Thai Beats, David Guerrera, Thai Beat. See, they're even referencing another artist, so I don't even think they own this because I don't have anything in my library that says David Guerrera sound alike. It's all like, let me just look. It's like Alex Productions, Hidden, Action Dubstep, Do Something, Get the Flow. They have actual titles. They're none of them go by, oh, this is a sound alike of this one song. Oh, the hip hop's been doing real good too. I like the hip hop collection. Another sort of like one that I've always wanted to have in the collection. What with being a child of the 90s and all. Hey, come on, I sent you a D regarding commission. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, I'll look that up too. Later tonight, okay? They really like injected life into that brand. Oh well. I think your mic went off. Hmm? No, I'm good. I mean, it looks like we're good. Testing, one, two, three, testing, testing. Yeah. Let's see, where's the backup in case I need it? Wait a minute, where is the backup? Oh, here it is. Yeah, testing, one, two, three. Can you guys hear me? I think it was just too low to be heard. I just said, oh, I'm glad they're injecting life into that brand. Ba, 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 ba. Shabba-dabba. TMNT Mutant Mayhem. I'm just looking through Twitter right now. Good enough. I'm not like super excited about it, but it looks okay enough. Sorry, I'm just kind of my brain's just farting. Okay, we're just about wrapping it up. There should be about maybe 10 more minutes of this. I haven't touched the series since the episode of my leg. Oh, you're talking about SpongeBob. Really feels like the show that makes fun of fans and critics the way, say, Teen Titans did, kind of were just contemptuous. Um, I don't know. Like the Bubble Bass thing, it seems appropriate. A little fun about like the internet culture that like the show's literally been growing into. You know what SpongeBob has going for it? They've got a really great storyboard artist, and I've seen a bunch of their work on the actual show. Let me see. Um, look up Becky Prim. Yeah, Becky Prim by uh, Carl Draki. But anyway, if you look that up and then you see all the stuff that they've actually worked on, like they've worked on the lackadaisical thing. They've also worked on, I think, maybe a little bit of Hell of a Boss. And then they landed a gig with SpongeBob. So yeah, and he's got really good storyboarding skills. I think that's they're bringing a bunch of young artists and they're sort of revitalizing the brand. So I really like his work, and I've seen some of it on SpongeBob, and it's really good. But on the other hand, they do seem to be, you know, it's going like the animation is like really great, but like sometimes you think, I don't know, is this a hat on a hat? Don't know why. Okay, yeah. No, we're good. We're good. Um, let's see. Paid 4 hours and 23 minutes. Okay, I get it. We should be done in like a little bit. Another 30 minutes. Other than that, after I get this done, I don't. I'll probably stream tonight since I've got dinner almost done, and I'll just need to set the table and get that done. And I don't know what I want to play tonight. I've got so many games that I've been just had on the lurch. I think I kind of want to play more Horizon just because I like that game so much. We'll see. I suggest Just Stop's video on Hell of a Boss. Just Stop? You talking about Just Stop Talking? What was that? Oh, one of my drives just started up. I don't know why. Just stop in the name. Just stop is the name of the YouTuber, but which I know sounds confusing. Okay, that's. Oh wait, no, the guy that looks like that one Pokemon trainer who trains all the bug Pokemon. Yeah, I think I know him. You know what I'm talking about. Where? Okay, I went kind of silent too. Also, because the YouTube algorithm all of a sudden is picking Camp Laszlo in my direction for some reason. One clip, and now YouTube thinks I should watch every clip of Camp Laszlo that ever exists. Yeah, yeah, you know, Bugsy, I guess. Here, let's see. Just stop. Stop oil? No, just stop run over. Just stopped oil punch. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, just stop. A reboot is as a pandering train wreck. I don't know. I don't have a history with this guy, but I mean, I've agreed with some of the stuff he says and not with other things. But anyway, you guys should check out the Just Stop Talking podcast. Or what's their other thing? Again, everyone's got like a horror, a side thing for horror. Um, Spooky tapes, I think they call it. Just, um, oh, please stop talking. Okay, that's where I got confused. It's not, yeah, it's not just stop. It's please stop. On one of their side channels or side things for their Street Fighter 6 game. Wandering Spooky Tapes. That's the name of their podcast for horror videos. They just did one about the uninvited. Which is actually pretty weird. Also, Mandalore Gaming. His videos, he has such a like matter of fact narration with his video game reviews, which is great because that's what adds sort of to the humor when he does have it. Um, but then his real life stories are like some of the most bizarre things he's ever talked about. It's about like living next to a bunch of witches, and he talks about his time when he was on a horse farm, and one of the horses right before it died farted so bad that it burnt his eyeballs. Um, like how his dad like just look up this here. Let me look it up for you. Just look up Mandalore Gaming Alien. There we go. Here, I'll even link it in the no, not that one. I want the animated version. Yeah, Stars War. Here, let me look it up on this PC, and I'll just drop it into the thing. Don't you start playing. There we go. Yeah, in a rabbit hole. No. Yeah, it's got like one of the best designs, like of any character. Like that, her neck strap that's in the sign of a pentagram is like sublimely like good character design. But on the other hand, I think who is it? What's her face? They've been working on that character for like I don't know how long. It's actually pretty good. And then if you know the lore, he just wears armor. And his dad has like an old centurion style armor when he has a medieval armor. Sleep or it'll get you. Well, no, in the whole podcast, in the rest of the story is how he was actually living next to a raccoon nest in his attic, so he would hear the noises that the raccoon mother would make as it was like skittering and scratching and growling just above his head, so he would like freak out. Gotcha. 10. That's one. What are we doing here? I think we were done. I think we were done, and we're doing something now. The channel's on mix now. Yeah, here. This is what it looks like at the end. Boxes and everything. VLC just decided to start looping. I don't know. But anyway, that's a pretty good ending for it. Yeah, and I've also got the final version right here. Let's see if I can get to it. Nope, that's Daisy still. Actually pretty good. I could see why that one sort of went semi-viral on on Twitter. Blah, blah, blah. Let me bring this one over. Add an image. Image. Yep. And then we go to existing. Clarabelle. There we go. Yeah, I've got to add some of the stripes and everything. I think I add all that a little bit later. I may have added that off camera or off stream, but it looks pretty good. The green and the yellow, classic. Also reminds me of a sprite. But other than that, I think that's about it for this one. And again, if I can keep this up, I will do more of these streams. I really just want to get into the habit of it. But if I gotta like go and do shopping or take grandma to a doctor's appointment or whatever, then we'll just figure out. But I kind of want to keep doing this maybe from like 11 to 2. I think that's a pretty good time slot for something like this. Anyway, I'm gonna go maybe lay down a little bit. I had a bit of a rough night. Um, and then get ready for dinner tonight, and then streaming. Maybe not. No promises. Melanie may make an appearance or may not. Who knows? Anyway, you guys have a good one. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you dropping by, and I'll see you all later. Okay? You have a good one. Bye bye.